salty Gulf Coast to the rolling high plains, to the piney woods in the east. All across our dear Texas, folks need good food to eat. Our farmers and ranchers are heroes. They've always made Texas great. Texas agriculture matters. It's the heart of the Lone Star State. Oh, Texas got it all, y'all.
Well, howdy, neighbors. I'm your Texas Agriculture Commissioner, Sid Miller. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Texas Agriculture Matters right here on RFD-TV. Now today, we're exploring a movement that's helping people all over Texas reconnect with agriculture. Community-supported agriculture programs bring together agriculture producers and consumers by growing and eating locally. You know, there was a time when everyone knew where their food came from. Your great-grandmother probably bought her eggs and milk from a farmer down the road, someone she knew by name, and probably even saw them in church on Sundays. But over time, most consumers have lost that connection. Now, community-supported agriculture helps folks eat local and healthy while supporting businesses and farms right in their backyard. Now, this program is part of a bigger farm-to-table movement. Eating local and farm-to-table aren't just buzzwords anymore. They're about building stronger, more resilient local economies. It's a way to keep our food dollars circulating within our communities, support new opportunities for small businesses, and encourage sustainable agriculture practices. Now, community-supported agriculture brings people closer to the land that feeds them, teaching the value of seasonal eating and deepening their appreciation for agriculture. In some places, the roots of providing fresh, locally grown produce can help create jobs and opportunities for those who go underserved or sometimes ignored. Through community-supported agriculture and farm-to-table dining, we're learning about the rhythms of nature, the cycles of the season, and the value of local agriculture. It's a powerful way to reconnect with where our food comes from. The first community-supported agriculture in Texas opened its doors in 1994, and since then, nearly 600 have followed suit across our state. Texans are rediscovering the joy of eating seasonally, understanding the land, and most importantly, forming a community around a shared table. It's about going back to our roots, literally. Now let's join Tammy Arnder as she heads to Jefferson, Texas to learn more about a future where community and agriculture grow hand in hand.
My name is Matthew Cadman. I'm an owner, operator, and general troublemaker at Shady Grove Ranch here in Jefferson, Texas.
Well, I don't think he's a troublemaker, more of a problem solver here at Shady Grove Ranch. He and his wife were engineers. Now they're farmers.
Jerica, my wife, was the first female materials joining engineer graduate in the United States. And she had a really high GPA, and I didn't. I was good in the shop, she was good in the books, right? And so at any rate, she was going to go to grad school for that, but just all of our education and learning about nutrient-dense foods, we started buying that way, and then we started saying, how do we help people with autoimmune diseases like Matt? And the answer was, we need to grow it ourselves, and we need to have a one-stop shop that people can come and get this healing food.
Matt and Jerica Cadman started farming and operating this on-farm store in 2008. Neither had agriculture backgrounds, but Matt was having health issues, and after lots of doctor's visits and research, he decided food would be the best medicine.
Until I was in the hospital for 12 days, nearly lost my entire large intestine, and really started researching about we just figured this has to be food related. We didn't believe the standard protocol from the medical profession, which is that autoimmune diseases are 100% inherited and there's nothing you can do to prevent them or cure them. It's baloney. Okay, so I've been medication free and virtually symptom free for 13 years through probiotics, through pasture raised meats, through hard work outside, probably being in the sun and getting some vitamin D absorption, right? You know, all these things came together, and I can outwork any 20-year-old.
So the Cadmans have this 232 acres in northeast Texas. They raise cows, pigs, chickens, turkeys, all outdoors with rotational grazing. The chickens are moved around with mobile shelters that Matt designed.
We're learning how to rotate them through mobile shelters, and to move them around, it benefits the soil. Poultry are great at eating, weeds that would normally be noxious if you rotate them.
Matt also designed their on-farm store.
We cut the lumber ourselves, felled the trees, bought a bandsaw mill, milled the lumber, dried the lumber, and then erected the store here. So we have a 3,000 square foot. We're an official grocery store. We're licensed and everything. We've got an inspected kitchen where we make homemade breads from ingredients that don't have preservatives in them. Preservatives are anti-digestants.
This shop showcases everything grown on the farm, and then some. And the kids are very much involved. Most kids would complain about doing chores, but Matt and Jerica say their kids seem to enjoy it. Plus, they're learning people skills when customers come in. Matt says he loves it when customers stop by and want a farm tour and then buy what they've grown. But he says most importantly, it's about educating others about the benefits of caring for the land, the animals, and the family.
Is that we have been given this place to tend and to care for and to subdue and to use it and to make it better every day. That's part of the regenerative agriculture. So, we're trying to regenerate, obviously, the land. We're trying to regenerate the health of the animals, the health of the customers. We need to operate in a way that's sustainable for our bank accounts. We have to be able to at least make a living, right? But the regeneration of families is at the absolute top of that list.
I'm Tammy Arender for Texas Agriculture Matters.
Well, thanks, Tammy. Hey, today it's my pleasure to have the founders of Stone's Throw Farm Company, Jack and Trish Stone. They're joining me. Jack, thank you all for being on the show
Appreciate
today.
it.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. As you mentioned, we're Jack and Trish Stone, the founders of Stone's Throw Farm Co. We're a small family-owned grocery store in southwest Tarrant County and tiny farm and mobile farm stands that run around the west side of Fort Worth and Tarrant County.
People don't know Tarrant County. That's Fort Worth, right?
Yeah,
right here in
bet.
the center of the state.
You bet.
So, Jack, your mission is to support underserved segment of our community. We're providing work opportunities for these individuals that have special needs and support, the people beside them. Mm-hmm. I think that's just wonderful. What inspired you, and what is your mission statement?
Sure. So you really just read our mission statement, that it is to serve an underserved segment of the community, the special needs community. It grew out of our own family. We have 3 sons, 2 of them special needs.
Wow.
Most notably, our middle son, Jackson, is autistic. He would test as low-functioning autism, but he is a cool, charismatic kid that everyone remembers meeting. He's funny. And the fact is, when he ages out of school, he's going to be challenging to employ. And we wanted to give him something to do, a way to contribute to society,
I think our industry, you've got a curiosity up for our listeners and viewers. So tell us how your farm operates. How does this work?
Sure. Yeah. So we started very simply on the farmers market scene, kind of bouncing around the local farmers markets in the area. Eventually grew into a mobile farm stand, which we still operate today, which kind of darts around sort of like a food truck, but it's a farm stand. And then we now have our tiny grocery store, which is our pride and joy. It's a hub of our wheel, and we've moved our growing operation actually to the store location. So it's a massive garden that's still growing today because Trish is adding on to it, and it is a huge pride of the community that we hope to build into a landmark of Tarrant County.
Trish, can you tell us what community-supported agriculture is? That's kind of a new term to a lot of us.
Sure. Community-supported agriculture, we like to think our whole store represents community-supported agriculture. We not only sell items from our own garden and kitchen, but we have items from all over the state of Texas. About
Really?
90% of the products in our store are Texas grown, made, produced. Community-supported agriculture is a great way for your family or household to get involved and jump right into the Texas food scene, stuff that's as local and produced just right around the corner from you.
So I'm thinking, just talking to y'all have a farm stand. But it's not a farm stand, is it? It's a full-blown store with everything in it, right?
Yes. Anything from Texas dairy, Texas honey. We even have Texas-made ice cream, pasta, snacks, meats, lamb, chicken, a beef freezer that's full of beef all the time, and pork. So we everything from the far reaches of South Texas and the citrus to the apples and the orchards in the Panhandle, we feel we represent the state really well.
And I'm sure most all of it, if not all of it, most of it is Go Texan members, probably.
Yeah.
Grown in Texas by
You do
Texans.
see the label, yes.
Yeah. Hey, folks, we're going to have to take a quick break, but we'll be back with more from Jack and Trish Stone right here on Texas Agriculture Matters. Welcome back, folks, to Texas Agriculture Matters. I'm your host, Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller. Now, let's continue our talk with Jack Stone. Jack, what are some of the challenges that you of doing the work you do? You got to have some special challenges. Tell us about that.
We definitely do. Our number one challenge right now by far is being able to fill the need that we're trying to fill for the community. We know from being a special needs family ourselves that the need after these folks age out of school is vast as far as giving them a way to contribute to society. We have a waiting list at the door of many, we call them interns needing shifts and work to do. And we're actively creating more jobs for them now. So we just created a Stone's Throw Home Services, which we're just barely getting into. And it's really just a way to create more jobs so we can give more folks a way to contribute.
Trish, what is the most rewarding thing about being able to work directly with the special needs people and being able to support them? That's got to be a special opportunity.
Sure.
Could you share with us a little bit?
Jack mentioned earlier that we kind of find ourselves as a landmark out in the county where people, we think and we hope, can come to shop, and they're proud to shop there, they're proud to work there. People ask me all the time, what is the biggest impact you see in working with the special needs community? And by far, for every single one, it is social. It is learning how to make friends, learning how to look someone in the eye and say thank you, good morning. Some of these people, they have a close circle of friends and family, and to be able to go somewhere to make new friends, even make each other Valentines, just to see that and be the ones who created that environment is great.
I know a little bit about the area that y'all are from. It's not a area that has a lot of big grocery store chains. So tell us a little bit. I think you got a really unique operation here because you're basically farm to table. So tell us about that and how that impacts your community.
Sure. So farm to table is a great way to ensure that you're getting the freshest ingredients possible, because that's going to ensure that you're sourcing local as possible. So there's a lot of ways to do that. Shopping in our store, of course, is the way we prefer. However, you can find restaurants that are passionate about farm to table operation. You can even the grocery store that you currently go to, most of them do have a local produce section. Find that and give it another look. Find something different and new that maybe you've never tried before. And also grow your own food. You can grow your own food in your backyard. You can grow food on a patio, a balcony. It's going to teach you patience. It's going to teach you about the bugs that are going to come to get you. Mm-hmm. Eating seasonally and picking that fruit or that vegetable right out of the ground, which it's going to be more nutrient dense than having something that traveled across the country. And it's a great way to learn more about the agriculture industry by growing your own.
Nothing better than a homegrown tomato.
That's
in my
right. It
opinion.
might be expensive. It might be an expensive tomato for you to grow it yourself with all the time and money you pour into that plant, but nothing's going to taste better.
So we'll wrap it up here. Jack, tell us why you think Texas agriculture matters.
Sure. The Texas agriculture is, as you know, one of the biggest, most important industries in the state. And my wife, Trish, comes from an agriculture family. Her dad is now a retired 90-year-old cotton and sorghum farmer, and
Wow.
it's been in her blood her entire life. And we look at it as we're supporting thousands of families, from the person that grows it to the person that picks it to the trucker that moves it to the butcher shop to the grocery store. We look at it as the hub of the wheel of Texas, and we are very proud Texans. And we couldn't be more proud to be just a little part of Texas agriculture.
Trish, thank y'all for coming in
Thank
today.
you.
Jack, I know
Thank
y'all
you so
are busy.
much.
You need to be
Yeah.
back on the farm.
Yeah.
You got a lot of work to do. It's that time of year, but thank y'all for coming in and sharing your story. Hey, folks, now let's take a look at another one of our great Go Texan partners. For over 20 years, the Texas Department of Agriculture's Go Texan program has helped promote products made right here in the Lone Star State. From boots to salsa, Go Texan members make the best stuff on earth. Now, friends, let's take a look at one of these fine Texas businesses and why they are Go Texan proud.
Go Texan every day.
Isaiah 58 Farms was started as a actually life recovery program. When we purchased it, it was a commercial blackberry farm, and it was already up and going, and we wanted to bring people in that needed some kind of help, social services type help. And so we bought the farm for dual purposes: to continue on with the agriculture, raising blackberries, but also to help people that were in need. Why we decided to bring agriculture in along with helping people is because there's something about nature, there's something about people being able to put their hands on a plant, seeing it grow, seeing it eventually grow, some kind of harvest, prosper, and it's just fulfilling. There's some type of therapy that goes along with that, and so we believe that mixing the two of them together was a great idea to help people therapeutically. We have seen tremendous success and reward from our program here, the Life Recovery Program, mixing that with agriculture. It's been fantastic. A lot of the men love just coming out and breathing fresh air every day, putting their hands to something. They find purpose, they find calling, and it's been a great experience. We've had tremendous success. Okay, so our blackberries, we actually are the largest blackberry farm in Texas, which I'm excited and proud to say. So what we do is we sell them to grocery stores. So during harvest season, you can find them in just about any grocery store around this central Texas area and East Texas area. So we are a subcontractor for a trust company, and they send us production. And what we do again is give an opportunity for our guys to learn a trade. So they learn how to read blueprints, they learn how to, again, put their hands to a hammer and nail something, and again, real purposeful. And then everything that's produced here, income-wise, goes back to serving them, 100% of it. Doing agriculture is a tool. Building trusses, lumber, that's all a tool. But the bottom line, it is ultimately Christ that makes the impact.
So with the berry farm, with the guys, we run the berries during the summertime, and it gives them a sense of accomplishment. I mean, it's like, so in the Bible in Matthew it says, the seeds planted, some seeds will get plucked up, some seeds will take root and hold, and this is kind of a hands-on training experience for them. It shows them, hey, maybe if I plant a seed of my testimony or whatever, just like we plant the seeds and the plants out here, they actually get to watch it grow and come into fruition, and the same thing in their life. I mean, all you can do is be the witness and be the example to people and plant that seed. And just like the berry plants out here, you never know what's going to happen. I enlisted in the Marine Corps March 19, 2000, went to Fallujah, Iraq, and when I came back, I did some drinking and eventually wound up getting in a little bit of trouble, going to prison. And I heard about this place, and when I came here, it wasn't a program that I wanted to go through, and I had some history, with going through things because of going overseas. And this place, I'd never heard of God at the time. I mean, I've heard of it, but I wasn't saved. And this place literally saved my life.
The Go Texas program, because it's fantastic to allow us for promotion, to let everybody know that what we're doing here, we are focused on Texans. We are focused on reaching our communities and providing a good product for our Texas people. We're all pretty much Texas natives, and we love our state, and we love what our state stands for. And so, yes, to be able to offer a product to our communities is something very fulfilling for us.
You're Texan every day.
Well, neighbors, thank you for joining us for another episode of Texas Agriculture Matters. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about community-supported agriculture and the importance of locally grown food. Now, community-supported agriculture programs and eating local aren't new. It's just a revival of the way things used to be. The convenience of a trip to the grocery store means we often don't think about the hard work that goes into growing and harvesting our food. Now, community-supported agriculture and farm-to-table dining bring agriculture back into our daily lives, connecting us with the realities of why agriculture matters each and every day. As always, I'd like to close by saying thanks to every Texas farmer and rancher who works from sunrise to sunset to help keep our rural heritage alive. Finally, here's today's cowboy logic. You know, great minds think alike, but so do stupid ones. Thank you. God bless. And remember, friends, Texas agriculture matters.
From the salty Gulf Coast to the rolling high plains, to the piney woods in the east, all across our dear Texas, folks need good food to eat. Our farmers and ranchers are heroes. They've always made Texas great. Texas agriculture matters. It's the heart of the Lone Star State.
Oh, Texas got it all.